From the combined newsrooms of KARK4 and Fox 16, breaking news coverage.
Hello and good morning to you. I'm Mitch McCoy here at KARK4 and Fox 16. It's 11:53. We're following breaking news out of Poinsett County this morning here. We're just getting word about a plane crash up there in northeast Arkansas. This, according to authorities, this plane was en route to Conway Regional Airport, and it was apparently coming from the Jonesboro area. These are live pictures right now from Poinsett County. We also have KARK4 and Fox 16's Jay Burr en route to this plane crash. Jay, you are not driving. Probably want to point that out. What are you hearing right now regarding this plane crash? We also are under the assumption that the FAA is now responding to this area. Catch us up on what you know.
All we do know is that there was a plane crash, and where it happened at, up there in sort of that northeast corner of Poinsett County. Now, it's actually on, I believe what they're calling is Slough Road. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it's S-L-O-U-G-H, so it's either Slough or Slough. Not 100% on that, but we'll figure that out. But it's actually in between the town of Grubbs and Weiner. And I think technically this happened in the area of Grubbs, Arkansas. So really, and you can kind of see it's a smaller aircraft. So you'd imagine maybe a handful of people on board. We don't know yet the extent of any injuries or fatalities at this point. But right now, information very limited, as you can see kind of in the live picture there, that there are crews on scene to kind of digest what's happened out there. And hopefully when we get up that way, we can have a little more information for you guys.
If you're just joining us, good morning to you. I'm Mitch McCoy. I'm alongside Jay Burr. Jay is actually en route right now to Poinsett County, where we're learning about a plane crash. And this is off of Slough Road near the town of Grubbs. If you're familiar with this area, it looks like it's heavily rural up here. And we know that this plane went down sometime this morning. According to authorities and our content partner KAIT, we're learning that this plane was headed to Conway Regional Airport from the Jonesboro area. You're looking right now at authorities on the scene of this plane crash. According to our content partner, the FAA is involved as well. Pretty common when there's some kind of plane crash like this, but the National Transportation Safety Board, the NTSB, will be heading to the crash site here soon, who will be investigating the cause of why this airplane went down. Jay, I'm sure like you saw earlier as well, some of these pictures, there was the plane, which is on the right-hand side, now at this point just rubble, was smoldering earlier after this plane crash. And you can see that from these pictures here, it would appear that there's no more of that smoke that we were seeing earlier this morning.
Yeah, usually in situations like that, it's not a good. A lot of times in these smaller plane crashes, you'll see that, if they go down the way that this one appears to have, it's not a real good outlook for anybody on board, unfortunately. But again, we'll try to get some of that information, how many people were on board, what exactly happened, because the town of Grubbs, or the area here, for a lot of folks familiar with that area, you take exit 80, and it's towards Waldenburg, the Amagon area, so it's kind of in that little quadrant of those four towns of Grubbs, Weiner, Amagon, and Waldenburg. So like you said, Mitch, it's a very rural area. And I want to say, just kind of guessing off the top of my head, I mean, you're looking at a population of, a couple of hundred between those four communities, all put into one. So it's a very rural area, a lot of farming in that area. So, we'll see once we kind of get up there what we're. Like you said, NTSB, FAA probably going to be involved. And like I was saying earlier, kind of got sidetracked there. This area is not that far from Jonesboro. As the crow flies, we're looking maybe 20 to 30 miles. So, for this aircraft to go down kind of the way it did, or at least to what it appears like, things had to go kind of awry fairly quickly from takeoff, because that flight from the Conway area, a lot of times we're looking at 30 minutes at the most. So for this crash to happen as close as it did, things had to go pretty bad right out the gate for that flight. And also too, we don't know if there were birds involved with it, because this is kind of that time of year where you do see a lot of ducks, especially on the eastern side of the state, kind of going north and south. I know in a lot of those fields up there, in my travels,
Jay, we're having some audio issues.
Going to Arkansas State University,
Jay, we're having some audio issues reaching you. It looks like your picture is breaking up as well. Jay is en route right now to Poinsett County, where a plane has crashed. The FAA and the NTSB are responding to this plane crash, and it looks like now you have law enforcement on some of these on four-wheelers that are out in this area. We know that this plane apparently crashed about an hour ago at about 10:45, according to authorities. Some of the law enforcement, first responders up there found this aircraft burning around 10:45 this morning. So as we now know it, a plane has crashed in Poinsett County. This plane was en route to Conway Regional Airport when it at some point something went wrong in the sky and it crashed. We do not know at this point what kind of airplane this is. It would appear that this is a smaller aircraft. It may be just a two-seater, maybe a four-seater. But at this point, we don't know anything about injuries at this point, but we will certainly keep you updated as we learn more. Again, Jay Burr is en route right now to Poinsett County, where we're going to start getting answers to what happened up here today. And if you're just joining us here, we'll quickly recap what we know at this hour. We know that a plane crashed, and it looks like we have reporters getting ready for live shots here in the matter of moments. But a plane crashed at about 10:45 this morning in Poinsett County. This is near Flag Slow Lane in the town of Grubbs, and we now know that a plane went down this morning. That plane was en route to Conway when it crashed after departing Jonesboro Airport up there. So we'll keep you updated as we learn more. Again, this plane crashed. We don't know what kind of aircraft this is. I can only imagine, based off of at least the debris that we're seeing on the right-hand side of the screen, that this would be either a two or a four-seater plane, but we just simply don't know yet. Those are all questions that we have that we will certainly learn throughout the day, and we will learn more about injuries. Again, law enforcement finding this plane around 10:45. As it was burning near a wooded area in Poinsett County. We will continue to have breaking news as it happens all day long right here on the device that you're watching. Also important to note that our newsroom right now is working on information we just got. We're learning about a homicide that just happened in Little Rock over the last day or so. We'll have much more on that at krk.com and fox16.com. Little Rock's first homicide of the year happening, and we're just getting that information from LRPD. We'll have much more on all of these stories as it continues to break throughout the day. For now, I'm Mitch McCoy. Have a great afternoon. Thanks for watching.